Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go with the information. The expression x positive 1 over x positive 2 negative x negative 2 over x negative 1 is equal to which of the following? So here we have a subtraction of two rational expressions, and we have to find the one in the given answer choices which is equivalent to the subtraction of the two rational expressions. Okay, now let me simplify the given expression we have over here. For that, let me write the expression as it is. It is x positive 1 over x positive 2 negative x negative 2 over x negative 1. Okay, whenever I want to subtract or add two fractions, what I have to do is I have to get the common denominator. So that is, I have to get the same denominator for both the fractions. For that, usually we will be getting the least common multiple of the two denominators if both the denominators are numbers. But here, both the denominators contain variable x, and also the denominators are not same. So in simplifying this kind of fractions, what we have to do is we have to do cross multiplication method. So that is, multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. Then multiply the numerator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction. So at last, we have to multiply the two denominators we have over here. Okay, now I'm going to multiply the first numerator x positive 1 by the second denominator x negative 1. Then I'm getting x positive 1 times x negative 1. Now I take this negative sign as it is. Now I multiply this numerator by this denominator. Then I'm getting x positive 2 times x negative 2 over, I have to multiply the two denominators over here, x positive 2 times x negative 1. Okay, now let's simplify the expression we have in the numerator. So for that, we have to multiply the two binomials over here and the two binomials we have over here. So to multiply these two binomials and these two binomials, I am going to consider the algebraic identity, that is a square negative b square equals to a positive b times a negative b. Actually, this a square negative b square is called the difference of two squares, and the factored form of the difference of two squares is a positive b times a negative b. And also, whenever we have a product of two binomials in this form, a positive b and a negative b, it is equal to a square negative b square. That is, in the first binomial, whatever terms we have in the first binomial, the same terms we must have in the second binomial as well. But one binomial must contain positive and the other binomial must contain negative. So here, when I look at the product of these two binomials, x positive 1 and x negative 1, so it is exactly in this form. So because whatever terms we have in the first binomial, the same terms we have in the second binomial. So in the first binomial we have positive, in the second binomial we have negative. Since it is in the form of a positive b times a negative b, it can be written as a square negative b square. But instead of a, what do we have in our problem? We have x, and for b we have 1. So we have to replace this a by x square, negative b by 1 square. Okay, now let me take this negative sign as it is. So the same thing we can do for this one, because here whatever terms we have in the first binomial, we have the same terms in the second binomial as well. And one of the binomials contains a positive, the other binomial contains negative. So instead of a we have x, and instead of b we have 2. So a square negative b square means x square negative 2 square. So over, we can keep this product as it is, because when I go over the answer choices, in each answer choice, exactly we have the same x positive 2 times x negative 1 in denominator. We don't want to multiply these two binomials, we can keep it as it is. That is x positive 2 times x negative 1. Okay, now, so x square negative, the evaluation of this 1 square is just 1, negative, x square negative, the evaluation of this 2 square is just 4. Over x positive 2 times x negative 1. Let me continue over here. So now I can remove the parenthesis over here for the first one. Then I'm getting x square negative 1. So before I remove the parenthesis over here, I have to distribute the negative sign to this and this. So negative, when I distribute this negative to x square, I'm getting negative x square. When I distribute this negative to negative 4, I'm getting a positive 4, because negative times negative positive. Okay, in denominator we have x positive 2 times x negative 1. So here the positive x square, negative x square will cancel out. When I combine this negative 1 and positive 4, I am getting positive 3 over x positive 2 times x negative 1. I have simplified the given expression. It is equal to 3 over x positive 2 times x negative 1. So we find this expression in answer choice C. So the correct answer choice for this question is C.